In Metropolis, we see the Metropolis Special Crimes Unit securing a perimeter around a building. Captain Maggie Sawyer refuses to let anyone pass while Jimmy Olsen, a cameraman, attempts to get the scoop for the media. Inside the building, heavily armored soldiers hold hostages on the floor, demanding they keep quiet and behave. A terrified man begs to know their demands, but one of the soldiers shuts him down. However, the soldiers inside are confused about their actual goal, but an order is given to cut the power. The leader then states they have 20 seconds until the backup generators activate. Suddenly, a binding light revealing the Superman sign, they immediately opened fire. However, the figure slams into the soldiers, shattering their armor. Outside the building, Maggie Sawyer orders the team to move on her mark but stops to the screams of pain coming from the building. It is then revealed to be Lex Luthor, now wearing a massive Kryptonian-inspired power suit. He strides over the defeated soldiers, declaring that he is now in control of the situation. Meanwhile, in the countryside of town, where Superman, his wife, and their son, John, are unloading a moving truck, John asks why he doesn't use his powers for work. John's mother reminds him that his and his father's special abilities are only for special situations, not for cheating in everyday life. John then points to a live news report on TV. Lex Luthor, wearing his Superman armor, is speaking to a crowd. He proclaims that the true Superman is dead and pledges to be Metropolis's new protector. Seeing Lex on the news, Clark is seen angry. His wife, Lois, tries to stop him as he grabs his Superman costume from its hiding place. Lois desperately tries to persuade Clark not to go public, reminding him their life must remain a secret for their son John. Clark, however, stated that he cannot let Lex Luthor be the new Superman. He then flies away in his suit. Back in Metropolis, Captain Sawyer investigates the scene. An officer reports that the defeated gunmen didn't know why they were at the building, only that they were meant to draw attention to the main lobby, while a massive vault was found on the top floor. Meanwhile, Lex continues to manipulate the crowd, stating he will wear Superman's cape and symbol as a tribute. He assures the citizens they are safe. However, Superman showed up stating that he can never be him. Lex was terrified and confused, stating that Superman was dead and he can't be the real Superman. While Superman faces off against Luthor, a hovering weapon is deployed nearby. Two of the armored soldiers are stunned, noticing that something inside is moving. In the crowd, Jimmy Olsen urgently calls Perry White, telling him to get a reporter to the scene fast to cover the unexpected reappearance of Superman. Luthor dismisses Superman as an imposter and an older version of the real hero. However, Superman says he can't wear the shield. Back home, Lois explains to John that they always knew Clark would have to reveal himself one day. At the Daily Planet, a frantic Perry White orders his staff to the scene only to get a response from someone. He then stated that he knew that voice. Superman, however, tries to remove the shield only for Lex to activate the defense system, unleashing a powerful electrical blast. Superman punches Lex, sending him flying while stating that he's never changed as the crowd ran to safety. Lex then fires at Superman, of which he easily deflects. He then tells Lex that he was going to make it look like he attacked him first. But before he could finish, Lex fires a powerful blast of energy at Superman, which makes him smash to the ground. Lex follows up with another powerful energy blast. Suddenly, another Clark Kent stands confidently in front of Jimmy Olsen, stating that it is really him. Jimmy, however, stated that the whole world knows Clark to be Superman and asked who he really is. Clark then tries talking to Lex on who he is, of which Lex assumed him to be another clone. Back home, Lois Lane can't seem to make sense of what's happening. As the two engaged in fight, which causes a huge explosion, erupts high above the city. Suddenly, we then see a dark figure with glowing red eyes, Luthor thinking it was another imposter, while Superman, filled with fear, realizing what the figure was. The huge dark figure is then revealed to be the Doomsday, one of Superman's worst nightmare.